What else? I did have. Oh yeah, this is another thing that I made. So this is a comic which uses the academic word list. So you can basically just ask. This is with Gemini now. You can ask it to make comics using words from the academic word list. So if we look at one here, which one should we do? Let's do. Yeah, the borrowed idea. So this one is a comic where you have four recurring characters, and they're using words from the academic word list in their conversation, and it's sort of the situations that they might see in the in university life as well. So here, for example, you've got words like let's do this one, I think. Yeah, misinterpreted text. So you've got words like interpret, you've got ambiguous, context, distinct, implies, insufficient, clarify. So a lot of the words that come from the academic word list, and then you could do things with this with other activities. So this is kind of a work in progress that I've got going on. So it's just an encouragement really to try and do a little more with the tech and don't just sort of be restrained to text in, text out, which I think is the biggest risk for us as practitioners because that's our job, if you like. So if we can give students material to discuss and things, then I think that there's a lot of possibility there which we still need to explore. And to me, where we are now with this stuff is the tech is amazing, but there's still a massive gap where the use cases are, and we're thinking about how we integrate all this stuff into the way that we learn and the way that we design. Um, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Paul. And we've seen the secret life of Paul Hendry there from Greek
Yeah.
mythology and periodic tables. Yeah, wonderful. That's quite inspiring, the ideas of what we could do with making
Yes.
multimodal and interactive
Yes.
things. Okay. So I'm going to finish up just because of watching time with something because I thought I ought to share something as well. And I did something similar to B, and there'll be similarities to other people's, is thinking about how I develop and what I do and approaches to development. And one is through engaging in exploring classrooms and with learners, and the other one's through reading. So I've got something for you to read. And I've found something that's open access because I know so many people don't necessarily have access to literature. There's more and more out there, which I think is really good. And the one I've chosen is a recent thought piece by Judith Hanks, who has spoken at our SIG a number of times, I think. And it's on inclusivity and exploratory practice. I came across exploratory practice many, many years ago in the mid 90s when Dick Allwright came out to Istanbul where I was working and we did lots of work on it. And I've always found it really empowering in developing myself, but you open yourself up and involve your learners and they have their voice as well. It obviously speaks to huge inclusivity and student voice are really important. I think we all know that, but they're also big themes in higher education, certainly in my context just now. And it's also an accessible way, exploratory practice to for practitioner research, which is also important. It gives us a voice in the academy and is increasingly part of EAP teachers' roles. So have I put it in there? The article is a thought piece, as I say, shifting perceptions of inclusive practitioner research, epistemological affordances of exploratory practice. If you know exploratory practice, the angle of inclusivity and bringing that to the fore might be interesting for you. If you're less familiar with it, then she gives an introduction to it. And I'm sure her references will have examples because there's been some fantastic examples of exploratory practice in EAP. There was a really good article 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was one of the anniversary ones on the range of exploratory practice activities. So, as I say, something you can do practically, try out and use in the class, get your learners involved. I don't know if your universities have it, but mine certainly has it's actually student staff partnership projects and funding for it. And they're great to do. I did one a few years ago with a colleague. We were looking at assessment on our courses, and we basically got our students involved, and they helped design all the survey and questionnaire and focus group work with them. So, and a bit of reading if you've got nothing to do in the holidays. or you want distraction.
Can you
We
share the
did.
link, Carol, to the?
Yep. It's in the, oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought I'd sent it. Sent it to Lindsay only. Okay. So you should be able to access that. Anyone can, anywhere. We did have grand plans. We thought, oh, we'll maybe get two or three people might show up and share a gift, and then we'll put you into breakout rooms. But it's 10 o'clock already. So do take the gifts back with you. You can discuss them with your teams. Think about what you would like to receive. If you have one, you can always send it to our
I also
TT
have
Ed
a link
SIG.
to a Padlet, Carol.
Great, brilliant,
People
thank
can
you.
add more gifts if they want. It's like
Yeah,
the
if you
festive.
have an idea of something you'd like to share, add to the Padlet. We will add the things that we've got to it and any links or references. Um, Anyone else on the committee to got? I know things coming up in the new year. I think we've managed to talk Angeliki into doing something on her CPD induction program for EAP teachers that she did at Durham last year, and we have Letitia Monbeck and Grant Hartley are going to do something on teacher knowledge base and using systemic functional linguistics and exploring disciplines. I saw them at the BAL conference this year, and we talked them into that. I think we have a few more in the pipeline. If anyone has something that they would like to do a talk on or lead a workshop on, please let us know via our SIG web pages, or just contact us. Or even if you have something you think, oh, I'd really like something on that, but I don't know what it is, you can always write, and we can see who we can rope in or what we can organize. Angeliki has put our website, YouTube, LinkedIn links at the
And
bottom. Usha, thank you very much.
link to the Padlet.
Compassion. There, I can see it. We'll add it onto the Padlet as well. Have a fantastic break if you get a break. Hopefully everyone does, and that it's restful at some points of it. And we hope that we will see you in the new year. Happy 2026. And a special thanks to Owen, B, Faith, and Paul for sure. And Ivana, where are you? I'm looking at the screen, you're putting out for sharing, coming here as well today. And Lindsay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can't quite reach the top there. Um,